okutandika business nkibasa kuba kiri ekintu kyorobi konko kugihangaza niho hari obuzubu erizo bantu kugambira aha kwa kubasa kuhamya business yawe program eby'obushubuzi horo kugikwisiyaho ndetse naye bare katitandikana makuru hage eby'obushubuzi bo abashubuzi abakoriro mu namugongo aha kiro cy'abajurizi bene betombwita bakugira ngo baherize imyanya eyahare okuba ntaye bagurize ibintu byabo abantu bajya ngo tubakozere amagoba gamani katubirebe
Kano sinza no jano kulira abantu ngoye watali kumire kuni Uganda watali kumire ngoye za abana bo ngoye za abaganda bafengo za abatoba fe kwata no solo kome
abashubuzi abantu bagurize ibintu byabo mu myanya yetorire na mugongo betombwitira bitongore byo kwerinda abo ko bingo myanya yahangoto aho abantu bakira kuguriza ibintu byabo ekibaro kugira ngo hamurondogwo barugire mwaho
business tewade bulungi tunyigirizibwa munadala fabo musoro gwa council olwembera nti emabega tubadde tufunako kinjiko naye kati tuzeemu ensonga z'abasajja abo nga omuzirayo ne batuggalya zinyonyole bulungi ensonga zino zize nti abasuubuzi banyigiriziddwa nnyo lwaki olw'ebikomera bino bibateekeddwako amu bizinesi babadde bazifunira okusinga ku makubo mabbali babikomera naye tufunyemu okutaataaganyizibwa ne batongerako engomenda kati naffe abakuŋŋaanya omusolo gwa kanso netunyigirizibwamukko bisiza bulungi kubanga okubonaga okubadde okujjatukulakusente naye leero security yabadde munyamaanyi mangi netiisa abantu kale nga abantu bewaganya okujja otugulako naye nga kera tutunda era ne bakwatakwatamu
ab'ebyokwerinda basooka ennaku ezasookera ddala nga bakuba bukubi bantu ebintu by'abantu bonna nga babisuula nga babikasuka eribu kasi tokwata kukuuma bwoti olwomanya obuzibu buzze bakukuba
era olaba meeza zino zabaddewo naye era basembeze ebintu byabali babadde babikuba ekiro bakasuka ebintu ebimu birina damage so tebatukoze bulungi
bati abajja okwerinda
abambagira ngo aho batire okuguriza ibintu byabona hare na nabaramaji abantu babagura hebintu tubari kubasa kubareba ngo hesherekere
n'omuntu avudde mu kyalo yali guzeyo kyagula alemererwa okubanga talina waayita kubanga era olaba tewali okuyingira eno olina tandikira eri ng'oli sayidi emu
jukira akalyango jukira kati kali wano bano abakasoma abamu tebamanyi kuliko obulyango obudde yatambula butamu ayitawo ekitegeeza ndabe amana kati wasanga emikesi eri ali okumpi wakulako
Wanyuma y'amezi ashatu ekitongole cya Omeme Limited cyereze kurekurira government ya Uganda amashanyarazi hagihanga obwahati obutikiriza nabwe yongire bwanyuma ekitongole kikutwara government omukoti omu London kiri kugishaba sente ziri kurenga mu trillion emwe mu sente za Uganda ziri kora miliyoni 292 mu sente za dola nyenda kwijusiyengo government ekayashashwire ekitongole cya Omeme sente ziri kwingana miliyoni 118 mu sente za dola barukuza kurekura government ya Uganda.
They were playing safe. Everyone's doing their job to the best they can. So they've played safe and they've only paid $118 million. We expected something around 200 million plus. So there's a gap which we are going to sit down and negotiate in the next 30 days. Failure to agree, we take our documentation to an arbitration. Unfortunately, it's in London. I was hoping it would be in Uganda, but it's in London. So we are going to, they choose one of the judges, we choose one, and then the two of them choose the third. And that will be full and final binding documentation. Their decision will bind us all.
Ekitongole cya Omeme Limited kitwire government ya Uganda omukoti omwihangeri ya London wanyuma yo kuremwa kwikiriza na hasente izbaye bine kushashurwa wanyuma yo buhereza obimyaka 20.
Yes, it's true. At the end of March, Omeme's constitution as we published came to an end, and part of that process required the government to pay Omeme and settle what they call a buyout amount. Those are what they call undepreciated modifications and depreciated investments in full before the legal end of the concession.
Ekitongole kya Umeme Limited kyongize sente zikiri kubanja gavumenti ya Uganda ahubwo hati nikishaba trillioni 1 n'okurengamu omu sente za Uganda eziri kukora miliyoni 292 omu sente za dola ekyongizeho butikirizana.
And indeed, government communicated, responding to our communication, where we went off for a week to engage both Umeme and the government of Uganda, represented by several agencies, including Ministry of Finance, Ministry of Energy, Attorney General Chambers, among others. So we engaged for a week, closed off. They asked for another week to go and do their own consultations. We converged again around the 20th, on the 20th, it was 20th of May for the final engagements with the team. Unfortunately, we did not resolve.
Ab'ekitongole kya Umeme bagizire ngu no barabe bagambire na government okubaho kubikirizana taroho ndagaano ibashyikireho.
Notified government by the 31st that we were not in agreement, that the 118 they paid was not consistent with the contractual definition of what the buyout amount is, and we consider that part as part payment, and therefore we escalated, putting in our dispute so that we can be paid the then balance, which was estimated at $117 million.
Miliyoni 292 omu sente za dola nizeyongera munonga okuruga hali USD 3 ez'Umeme yabandize kushaba aho yahendiresha shwiro miliyoni 118 omu USD eziri kwingana biliyoni 86 omu sente za Uganda ez'ekitongole kiri kugira ngu nekicweka ahazibari kubanja. Jackie Umwiza orukura Private Sector Foundation Uganda omuri burenge rw'izoba herizoba naza kushomesa ningashi akuterere tochi omu bintu byoyine kumanya waza kutandika business na niyo wagitandikireho ko yine kugihamya katubirebe.
Izina Jacqueline Kansima Umwiza nikora n'ekitongole kya PSFU Private Sector Foundation Uganda aho aburenge izoba ni regional manager. Kandi erizoba nizima mnonga tayari TV okwije mu ofisi yetu kandi nanenkoraga neyitu ile twine burijo kandi nimbasima n'emirimo y'imukora. PSFU niyo company obekitongole ekikuyamba omushubuzi wena kurebeka ngu ebizibu byabo businesses zabo za bayambo munjeremwe ningendijo bwa trainings ekote na business njere omuntu yakubasa kutandika na nokuhamya business ye aba projects zitari zimwe na zimwe kubasa kuyamba omushubuzi okuruga ahiguru kuhika ahansi kandi tukwatanire hamwe n'ebitongole bitari bimwe na bimwe na government kurebeka ngu buri kimwe cyone cy'omushubuzi cyakwetenga yakifuna.
Jackie ngendo gabira kutureba ko kucenga business na nkomushubuzi ningasho umuntu uri kwenda kutandika business okwa ine gicenga ningo kwa kutahira.
Business mostly mu Uganda, I should say abantu bengi bazejombire munyonko omuntu ncenga business omuntu eho kubasa kugira oti eki n'ekintu cyanje ubwo n'umwana wanje okahura oine amani ago kugira ngo ikintu cyo wakora ningo murimo gwatandika no gwawe no kuza kuyambiwe na family yawe kandi oyongere no kuimpactinga abandi kurekera emirimo yo kuba nohereza through employment. Kandi Uganda wirobunje businesses nizitandika konkati tezoguma hoshanga yesu umuntu yatandika konkati ya sustaining that business ahabwe bizotari mwe na mwe umushanga due to lack of capital different resources kurejera business okwe kubere shanga kora wazo mu vari addition no yotaga machinery zikwenda sente nyingi kandi shanga kasenta kubateka muna kachi wazo mu agriculture still you want to sustain or whatever the addition kurebeka ngo waguma in line with mutindo na nabandi otherwise wajerte na koreti na gumaho mindset yawe never stuck so umuntu nabaine kuteka mamani kareba kangu yaguma na shoma ibukate na business yeye yakora kana ni passion abantu abinji Uganda ntandika business wakaharo my friend yatandika business yafunile mesente na can't stand or maybe I'm lacking employment so can't figure kwa some for the sake of earning so ushanga ticho chinte chakwenda as a person so ushanga sustainability yawa very hard kandi nabo abantu kutukutandika tuba so reluctant mindset yo kugira ngo zo munsendijo ureba abantu abandi kubakora uri umuhinje urebe let's say Kenya ni bahinga batamba kozisaki nkebyo you go to other countries kugira ngo ogere ubwenge butari umwe na umwe ukotena no mu mugo gukora
none ebwagamba byagarika bwebuzo byanje binje nkanyenda kugarize nyuma nyenda ubanzo tugambire umbutayine kubanza yambanya ki atakatandikire business like niche chamani cause nimbasa kubanye nka reason yo kujya maybe tinkufune kumara murumo is that reason enough kugira ngo ntandike business endejo mfune zindi ninga ndebire uriya nakora business yejina neji nahura najikunda Kene njikora koze ndebire uriya najikora atyo like umuntu ayine kubanza yamanya ki atakatandikire business
okay umuntu wena urukuza gukora business in my opinion akabanza gukora research ayeswizuma ayebeka ngo business yaza gukora for example Uganda is it liable abantu nibabasa kumuguraho aine mba customers muri Uganda ukona ni research ni tage sentence kwingana ki usheme kugiteka nkahi aba competitors bawe abanda bari mu same business ni bahi mbone babikora bata then abakuzagura kuguraho ni bantu ki mwene ukashanga by the time umuntu yatandika are well versed with every information nchima yangu kushoma kwayo when it comes to business every day is a new day and new challenges and new technologies are coming up kuonka ko kubori well equipped with information atichukuyamba huku reducing on the risks or that you might have faced on business then chindi binakubanza baka registering most of people nutandika anyhow without legalizing the business so kuku registering a business yawe you become now your mind yawe ba set to do much more abokuwa without business registration are having to binje byo kufail nka opportunities that are in line with the business of course projects nyingi kuzikwija nzibanzenda umuntu are registered mose nawo nka PSF you have how many projects that are konka nibenda for example nka start nka grow nkati nibenda umuntu or registered oshanga mbajangu okay we want someone beyond 6 months 1 year abokubani bamba mayango muntogwe yamanyere cyakora business so the risks are minimal then chindi nanokongera kureba technology that is revolving world now technology is at top of it all so abantu bine kwejumbira ukozesa social media technology bakamanya okay my business nje kuna najitandika I have clients countrywide so how can I attract those people at home ntoza kuja kumayango actually even Mbara na basa supporting a business yao ukata kwa kumayango even Mbara exists some of the clients so it's upon you umuntu kujango if I start my business I want the entire world to know about it and that is how umuntu kwa kubasa kufuna is sent then also to be prepared in knowing if tawukuna natanka business natanche sentence oko embarira ninza kuya sentence kwingana regardless ebizibe birabe bariho kandi ukaba prepared for ebigwete biraze like those nka COVID definitely you have to reserve that space like just in case something happens, what can I do? Do I have a backup? Do I have savings? Then abantu benshi kuteka amasente oshanga immediately your capital you put in interest is tandika kwisha, you find was causes instead of kusigara zone business for expansion oshanga nizo kandi olukozesa to sustain your own lifestyle. So before the business etakahamire you're not supposed to use the returns, the profits and everything. So omuntu ine kuziramu with a passion okukunda, not because omuntu ndijo yafunamu omuntu ndijo yachikora, because you don't know how they've been running. So okukunda kwawe and that mindset of like I'm in here for a long time, abandon bazamu for the sake of it. Business no kugumikiriza no mweno kwehaye
wawagambira cyo kugira ngo abantu benje nebebwa kwanditsa business zawe nengashe no banga kwanditsa business zawe muracengere mweshonga maybe nibiharanko kushashira emishoro.
Oh yes, ninjima yangu many startups oba SMEs oba business abakutandika nebatina the mindset yo kugira ngo omushoro ejo regardless where no manyango noza kushashira zingayi noza koreuta oba URA neza kucharginga konka the moment you know and you are registering a business yanje aba URA embaza kwijja so also it is ntugaruka yo tureba lack of information abo utakora research because kokora research wa registering with URSB and hatiba because you do everything online. So oshanga URSB oine kufilinga kwa registeringa bakushaba tin ya URA. So tin ya URA definitely you cannot register. So oshanga all these institutions in relation to business in Skoraganaham. Konka still if you want to prosper, we are looking at long time. Ayokujiro to nyonyenda business yanje ntandike nabana banje bagirebe nabishukuru banje bagirebe like that legacy egumeho. So you have to face these bodies is kwatirine nachi na business sustainability. URA omuntu watandika business ko kuzayo tabakwikana bakuteka umushoro and you have a right ate nicho kiri kitwagirango ebitabo bya wano manyoti nkatandika na miliyoni yanje mwe Nintasia, let's say every month, emtwaro yanje 10 as profits. So there is no way you are eneza kuija kandi kuyeho omushoro gw'emtwaro 12. Ebitabo byawe byabirije no oinorusa rokuzayo okabere ko tinintasi sentenced and I'm not eligible to pay taxes. Nani shashura nibambare bomuntu akara natase mtware 10 cannot exceed this. So tuine kumuya waize mtware ebiro bamtwaro gumwe ninga tuka recording akureba ko ngogo muntu tari liable kushashura mushoro. There are many businesses. For example, me I got to know it that alho wabotia kusia million coming in your business you're not eligible to do what to pay taxes za URA. But oine kubano filing burkwezi okabere kangu esente zitinkuzizi so I'm not eligible to taxation. Kando ine kugunzamo kareba na URSB, you file it from URSB business registration na URA and you run your business legitimately. Hatari okujango omuntu naza kushanganiza maybe ana wano shashoro no wino kushashoro mushoro gwa kanso so abantu no shanga tuliyo behind the curtains. But then into broking opportunities as a kubiri businesses to grow. Yes, because most of all these projects, all these opportunities, even funders and sponsors who are coming on board, they first ask you all this. Do you have URA? Do you have maybe one or employing abantu in a safe business ya legal registered council certifications? Kongoshanga much as if you know emishoro teko affecting how emishoro yekuija n'abantu already they're already into the business, they've grown and sente zabo they exceeding what you are can tax. So nyewe ninjirango abantu bareke kutina emishoro actually it's part of the business growth.
Ninga bine bashomesa uko bine kubalansiangana no kari bine bashomesa akintu ky'emishoro bamenye how to avoid na nekibine kora okwehara all those problems that
Absolutely. URA and URSB and NSF and Nebia Tongol plus PSFU. A normal Mogokre Kangomuntu because Omuntu hands, let's say a startup, a baby to Natakum. Yes, so all these business related institutions, Zino Mogokre Kango, Bagman Vashamesa, because of resolve, there is someone who can our business. Konkana Jitanka out of the blue without really thorough information. Onkaba kumambaza social media, Twitter, where WhatsApps and everything. Bakargaye bakaza grassroots because hawaza social media. Hariho no muntu atakozesa social media. So you have in Chibakwata ukurebekango, but on the ground they organize these workshops, these trainings. Abantu bayongera kumanya okay. Nyowe nyine kushashira mshoro nyowe ryo mu hinje no muri isa ni shashira komankai kandi nyowe ryo mu retail nimba nyine kushashira oryo mu trade and commerce ni ebintu nke kugira ngo ensiyona over the entire Uganda ubu muntu okwana kutandika business abo well versed with information kind of information television wherever you place it there is always someone who's going to take it up.
Turugamba cha sustainability nengashi okuhamya na nokuhangaza business aha nyuma ohinde chiwagamba about legacy nenga kushanga nka family nengashi nko muzire yatandika business wenagikunda nko kwa kwekunda and expecting nka umwana we nengashi whoever we are take business kujikunda nko kuya nkokwa kudejo business. So do you think is that a good thing shangambo umuntu narekera umuntu business bageze tinshonga zimwe akushanga business zimwe zitahamire nengashi zitakuhangara
for legacy konko basa kujigambaho neji most of abazire yes ntutandika business but then we forget involving amabana oba whoever we feel like at a certain time I need taking over. Shangomana Yashoma doesn't know, Koraudium farming doesn't know anything to do with farming from maybe either Yashomeromi Yashomera, young boarding, Yargama has gone even for further studies out of the country or some other Ushangomana Yarga from primary up to God knows where out of the country. And then you expect this child, Aije from all that, Aije all of a sudden I'm taking Kahi on business without prior knowledge about how to manage over the way Kenyans handle business or Tanzania or UK or US, Chuchumwena Ugandans. So Shanga mindset here the other side where he has been schooling from. Hata chijab mugomera how to blend because you were to branding and avantu there is a way you talk to your people in Uganda most of the times to vamwe. Shango muntu mramsio mugambira you before you know it you're recommended and all that. Yes. So shango mzire aine legacy aina abantu be ainenjere yo kuba handlinga hati nyomwana nije nebitabo byanje tinkumanya maybe I have this attitude nimbaso butamanyo kunda handling the prospect client na nabantu abo tuje no handling. Yes. So it will be hard for that legacy to sustain and we've seen it all over many prominent people about take a business okashanga yaho. So what maybe I would advise parents abakwenda bana babe involved they need to start early. As every time, maybe on holiday, it might not be, I'm not saying they should stop kids from school, but here on holiday, lekomano go abe involved. Kora noza kurizo, noza kama noza kora chitwaro mwana rebe how it's done. Wotakatiri mwana business, banza mtwaro business, maybe training sessions, these other business related workshops. Areba bantu ukuba kutwaza business. Abatari bamwe na bamwe mtwara mentorship programs. Then as this person now, kana wo banzore bamwe chakonda, you might put this kid in business and is not interested. So nyoni za kuija nkorebi nkoreza nshitamu office. Sentence vampa will go out and all that. Maybe that's my lifestyle. And I'm not interested in your business. Yes. So, ebintu byona bazire bine ko koreje kubimanya kureba umwana nakonda ecyo cyakonda banico wa muguidinga in through.
Nenda ohereza bakuterebo habuzo bwa muheru nengasha obuherezo gwe n'urwe nafutandika business ngashogo wagitandikire kuyakubasa kuhangaza business ye.
Obuhabuzo ngo basa kuhereza abakutureba abona bali mu business abakwenda kutandika really it's not a straight path kugira ngo byoro byabo kugira ngo lebire another successful person they've gone through a lot of challenges so orukwenda kutandika aine kwija mwene ahamizo mutima harakwenda kurebeka ngo all these mentors abari on business they started from somewhere and now nibo bantu abatukwegoma so niwe you have to look up to someone then also ayijumbire oko the world is revolving so as it ensokwe kugenda nehinduka so your mindset also has to change orebeke ngo kubara abajango ke tunekozesa this technology let me learn tukujango nono manya but you have to have a heart of learning every 24/7 we have these phones digital platforms and everything abantu bejumbira okuzaho bakashoma ebintu ebikwate na business not necessarily only this whole scrolling TikTok and all that and so it has to go beyond this normal digital transformation echorimu banzo shome and see how other countries are doing it and also let them abakutandika babanze bamanye bakusakora by registering a business for the sake of it they have to register banu benda kutapinga in government programs in these funding opportunities and all that they have to legally register kano kweyamo kutina jira unashinyo we challenge kerayija how do I stand against the odds oine kubo mwino ino muntu ogumere oine mutima ogumere kujira against all challenges I have faith I'm not going to fail I don't want to fail I have to keep on pushing then our own business really it's a continuation of the game it's not taro umuntu wakuja ati nyona akore sente mwene zinyima yangu niye ndukuchiza yo bugega and you relax so you have to keep on pushing every day and also remove this pride mostly the youth and the startups we have that pride of doing things or be like either my family background is all this Uganda is wanawani gambano and all that but then when it comes to business it's beyond that much as you might be connected ukawashangoti iwota kubasa kwe yuguraho muhanda they always say you can take a horse to the river but you cannot force it to take water so as omuntu yakwereko muhanda has connected you but then what are you going to do about it so nitwe twine kuteka mu yubo kureba much as you ngamba no so but you need to have an impact your business in a impact on communities abantu no bayamba on all this yes service product is nsheme kuyamba communities bawaho cooperating from
wewe mnonga Jackie abo abuzo